This is Michael Clark, a retired 75-year-old railroad worker. He hasn't always been in a wheelchair. Something happened to him on May 30th, 2021 that changed his life forever and put him in this wheelchair.
I'm going to put my dog in the bathroom, okay?
Okay.
What do you want?
What the fuck? Put that motherfucking
over
shit
there?
down. Put it down, motherfucker!
Put it down!
Put it down! Get out
On the
here!
ground down!
Look, son of a
Back up,
bitch.
back up, back up. Get out here right now! Get out here!
I hit that
Get on
wall.
the ground!
No. They hit that wall so hard, I thought they were going to come through the wall. Stop!
Put your gun away, put your gun away.
Okay.
So Mr. Clark was ordered to put his sword away. He did. Before he did that, the officer kicked and punched him. Did you hear his head hit the chair as he was tased and fell backwards? Watch what happens in this next clip when the officer grabs him by the foot and attempts to remove him from the apartment. Watch and listen because his head hits a cabinet.
Part's unconscious.
Oh, shit.
207 taser deployed. Harry came out with a machete.
Car 204. Did you catch any of our traffic?
Yeah, they just got us taser deployed.
Okay, we have him in custody. Can you start an ambulance?
Alright, let's get him set up.
Go ahead and turn that off.
Yeah, I got it off.
Just keep him in that.
Sir? 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 Sir, talk to us. Talk to me. Talk to me. Sir, talk to me.
I wonder why that officer moved the novelty sword. A little backstory on this. Mr. Clark got new neighbors. The new neighbors were drunk. They were making noise. They were loud. So he beat on the wall and told them to keep quiet, that he was trying to sleep. So the neighbors call 911 and tell them that their neighbor came over, which would have been Mr. Clark, and assaulted a female. So after less than a 2-minute investigation, these officers decide to knock on the door of Mr. Clark's apartment. Within 19 seconds of that, they tase Mr. Clark. Watch what happens when EMS arrives and Mr. Clark regains consciousness.
What did I do?
What's that?
What did I do?
Punch that girl.
Huh?
Punch that girl and then answer
No,
the door with a freaking machete, man.
Oh, no, that is so absolutely false.
All right,
Okay.
we're gonna stand you up. We're gonna sit you on the pram. Since you were out, since you were unconscious, we're gonna take you down to the ambulance and evaluate you. Okay?
I did not come after nobody.
Okay. You're dealing with me now. We're gonna go down to the ambulance so I can
I
evaluate
was
you.
just in bed.
All right, we're gonna stand up on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Stand up.
I attacked nobody.
We're gonna sit on the pram.
I was just laying in bed.
All right, sit back.
I did nothing. Should
Does
not.
this look familiar?
I messed up on top there.
Just
I
sit,
got
just
there.
sit.
I did not come at anybody.
Sit down.
Swing your legs up. I'm here for you because you're injured. I don't care what happened prior to the
Where
injury.
am I injured? Where am I injured?
You've got a big gash on your head. Plus, when they tased you, because you came outside with that knife, you lost consciousness. You went unconscious. So I need
What
you to know
knife?
that big bat that he's holding. That looks like a freaking.
Where did you find that? Did you have to hunt for it?
It was laying right there on the ground when I walked in. All right.
I did not get that down.
Not arguing with you.
I did not get that down.
All right. We're gonna.
36 hours after this incident, Mr. Clark had a stroke. He also had heart problems. The doctor said this was because of him being tased. Now, Mr. Clark was not arrested that night or charged with anything because he did nothing wrong. But his quality of life is now gone. He cannot take care of himself, all because of this officer. Justice does prevail to a sense.
$7 million will be awarded to a man who suffered life-changing injuries when he was wrongfully tasered last year by a police officer in Idaho Springs. Today, our Mountain Newsroom reporter Spencer Wilson talked with the man's family and their attorney. They say they want more than this financial settlement from the Idaho Springs Police Department.
They took everything from me. I lost my whole life. Money will never repay what they took. But maybe this much money will make them think about doing this to someone else.
The simple fact is, the night before Memorial Day 2021, my father was brutally attacked by a member of the Idaho Springs Police Department.
Yes, it's very infuriating to know that they still are not taking accountability. You know, Dad lost a lot, but they lost more.
Mr. Clark was awarded $7 million. That is the largest settlement in Colorado history. So, Nicholas Hanning of the Idaho Springs Police Department pleaded guilty. He was sentenced to 120 hours of house arrest and 150 hours of community service. He also lost his license and can never work in law enforcement again. Ellie Summers, the female officer that was also at scene, resigned and faced no charges. What's your thoughts on this injustice? How a police officer can knock on a man's door, punch, kick, tase him, leaving him unconscious, causing a heart attack, a stroke, and get no prison time. If that is not a Fourth Amendment violation, I do not know what is. What do you think? Share your comments. Share this video. Spread awareness.